This is DOM ix6 SR. It's another dimple lock from DOM. Here you can see the marking on the key. And here you can see there's a 5-pin main stack. Plus there's interactive element, the same style as on DOM Saturn, that through a checkpin actuates the upper sidebar. And there's a secondary sidebar that's actuated by a ball bearing somewhere in the core that interacts with this side of the key. And as I said, it's active sidebar, so it also prevents turning of the block if the sidebar is not actuated. To be honest, I can say that this is the hardest DOM lock I've picked so far. The first problem is tensioning. There's a half circular cutout in the plug that makes the most used, or my most used tensioners for dimple locks just slip and fall out. So finding this tensioner, I think it's from Moki, it helped quite a lot with the consistency of the pick. And yeah, I will be describing the other surprises this lock holds in the process of picking it. So number 1 is springy, 2 is springy, 3 is springy, now 4 is binding, so nice click. Let's try to set 5. Again click, but didn't get back my co-rotation, so yeah, touched 4 and we are back. Now 3 looks like it's binding, but I have to be very careful because it's almost a zero lift and it's easy to overset it. That's one of the traps in this lock. There's a torpedo shaped keypin that keeps it nicely down and you are done. Just set number 1, nice click. We'll go through the pins I've picked so far because yeah, we lost 4. So touched it and we are back. Now let's try and set number 2. This one is tricky because it's on the other side, so it's very high lift and almost too much for this pick. Come on. Pick keeps slipping. So let me see. The number 2 is set. Yeah, we lost 4. And we got it back. This tiny click was from number 3. And yeah, we lost also number 1. So let's try and set this one. So again, touched 4 and everything is, I guess, as it should be. And now comes the worst part. That's the checkpin. It's very hard to find the right spot compared to the twin star, where this checkpin is nicely accessible and there's a nice groove in the core that guides you right to it. That's a big help, but here there's nothing like that, so you really have to find it. to press it. Come on. Nope. That was just peg slipping. Come on. I think I should be pretty close. Come on. Typical. Sometimes I can find it pretty fast. Sometimes it's a real fight. Okay. That felt pretty good. So let's see. 1 is springy. 2 is springy. 3 is okay. 4 needed a... No, it was 5. Needed a touch. 4 is okay. 3 is good. 1 is okay. Yeah, now 2 needs a touch. Yeah, nice click. And now hopefully the last thing is the ball bearing. That actually is the second sidebar. Luckily for me, it's right here. Come on. Yeah. And it's picked. Yay. As I said, this is the hardest dome I've encountered so far. So let me look it back up. Here's the detail of the keyway. This is really great idea against picking. So now there's gonna be fight with the Circlip. So let's try the other way around. This is my least favorite thing as far as dome is concerned. These clips are just mean. So we should be able to get it out, hopefully. Yeah. It's out. Now, let me think. I'll probably try it here. And in order not to lose anything, one sidebar and the other sidebar. Great. Now first, let's get rid of the sidebars. So here's the first one. And there's the ball bearing. Now I will try to dump the key pins. I can see already nice torpedo. Yep, number 3. Nice torpedo, nicely complementing the zero lift there. So number 5, number 4 doesn't want to get out. So okay, got it out. Now the top sidebar. Plus here you can see also the passive pins. They're in the chambers 4 on. Okay, so here's the detail of the core. That's the top with the holes for passive pins and the sidebar. It works in such a way that when the checkpin is not pressed, the sidebar is pushed by a spring that sits here this way, and this sledge makes him go up into the sidebar groove. When the checkpin is pressed, the sidebar is pushed the other way, and then it can go below this sledge and hide inside the core and allows the core rotation. The same goes in here, again spring here on the sidebar, and this sledge makes him stay up unless the ball bearing is pressed into the sidebar and it retracts it this way. There's the detail of the main stack. There's some anti-drill element. I'm not sure what these dimples are. Yeah, it's a very nice piece of dome engineering. Let's check the sidebars. This is the top sidebar. with its spring. Not much to see here. It's actuated from this side by the checkpin. And here's the sidebar from the side. Here are the holes to which, when the ball bearing is pressed in, the sidebar retracts towards the front of the core and allows it to enter the core so the core can move. Yeah. Thinking of it, one of these is the checkpin for a sidebar. We'll see. Now let's see the drivers. Number 1 is nice spool. Number 2 is a bit more complicated, like a spool with a T-pin-like shape. Number 3 is again spool, but thanks to the fact it's so almost no lift, then there's no spool action. Sorry, this is a standard with a sort of T-pin-like top. And number 5, again this T-pin tipped spool. We'll dump the springs, or at least I would like to. Let's see. There's one. I would say I heard some ringing, which might be some anti-drill element in the Bible. Come on. Come on. Okay, here's the core with the 2 sidebar grooves, one on the top, one on the side. Not much else to look at. As I said, I can hear some ring, so there's probably some anti-drill element in front. Now let me arrange the pins for a close-up. Yeah, these are the passive pins. So here you can see some nice torpedo shaped key pins that work pretty well when overset. As for the drivers, there's nice combination of spools, T-pin tipped spools, and the standard with again T-pin ends. Here are the two sidebars. On the left there's the top sidebar, on the right there's the sidebar that's on the side of the core. Here are the passive pins and the checkpin for the sidebar. And here's the detail of the key. You can see nice dimple for that pin 3. And here you have detail of the core. As I said, the tensioning of this took me quite a while to figure out. So yeah, that was the DOM ix6 SR. Thanks for watching and goodbye.